Hey guys, I'm back with my second video of my Valentine's Day series. Now, not like my first video where it was more of a natural with a bright lip. This one I did more of a pinkish black smoky eye with pink glitter, just like the whole jabang. Bang. Okay? Okay. But I did stick with a nude lip just because I feel like if I did a bright lip it would just be too much. Did I really just say that? Too much. Can we ever have too much? But I just want to kind of stick with a neutral lip. And I'm going to go step by step. This is more difficult than the other video, but it is possible to achieve. And I'm going to have questions in my description box for you guys if you guys want to answer them in a comment just to help me out and give me some opinions on just all sorts of things of my YouTube channel, what I need to change, what you guys like. Just, it varies. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye guys! Hey guys, so first we're going to start off by priming our eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. Alright, to buff out that concealer we're going to use the Real Technique Deluxe Crease Brush and really blend it out, that way it's not so cakey for our eyeshadow. To set that concealer, we're going to use the RCMA No Color Powder and just kind of pat that on with that same Deluxe brush. Now jumping into the eyes, we're going to use the Morphe 35C palette, and the first shade we're going to pick up is that really light pink for our first transition shade. And we're going to use the Morphe M441 brush to blend it out. Now we're going to pick up this pink shade that was right next to the first shade and put it right on top of where we put the first shade and blend it out with that same brush. With the same brush, we're going to pick up that purple shade. I know it does look blue in the camera, but I promise you guys, it's a kind of like a light purple. After we blend out that purple shade, we're going to pick up that maroon color with the Real Technique Space Shadow Brush, and we're going to focus that color on the outer corner. Now we're going to move away from the Morphe palette, and we're going to pick up the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and we're going to pick up that black shade and basically put it on top of the maroon shade that we applied, and we're going to use the Morphe M433 brush to do this. Now in between blending this black out, we are going to go back in with the Real Technique Base Shadow Brush and use that maroon color to kind of mix the black and the pink in together. That way it's not black and pink, it's kind of fading into each other. After we're done with the black, we're going to pick up that Morphe M441 brush and just blend all the colors out before we start cutting the crease. Now we're going to use the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte and a flat concealer brush and just do a half cut crease. To set that concealer, we're going to use that first pink shade that we used as our transition color just to set the concealer in place. That way it doesn't move. After setting the concealer, we're going to go back in with that maroon shade and kind of fade the concealer and the black together. That may it looks more put together and not choppy. Now we're going to pick up the NYX Glitter Primer with a flat brush and we're going to put it on top. And for glitter today, we are going to use the NYX Glitter Brilliance in the shade Rose. Now we're going to use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper to line our eyelash line. That way our false lashes will blend in together. Now I did put on my lashes off camera, but I am using the Ardell Glamour in 106. Now we're moving on to the face and we're going to use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer just in the places where my foundation may tend to crease or I have some texture that I just want to get rid of. Now for all of the face, we're going to use the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. You guys, I got this in the Sephora Beauty Box and I am in love with it. I'm thinking about going and actually picking up the full size. Okay guys, I promise this is the last primer we're going to use, and this is the Badescu Facial Spray. And I really think this makes my foundation go on smoothly. And for foundation today, we are going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Snow. And we're going to just dot this all over my face. That way I can get a full coverage since I do have acne at the moment and that cut from my amazing little sister. We are going to blend this foundation out with my beauty blender, and I like to start from the bottom and then work my way up. That way there's not as much product going under my eyes. That way it doesn't look so cakey. After foundation, we are going to go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair just to conceal and highlight the high points and under my eyes. To set my face, I'm gonna use the RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just gonna bake under my eyes, where my smile lines would bake, and press in that extra powder in my nose. That way that foundation doesn't move. And we're gonna also apply powder onto my forehead. That's where I normally get most of my oil from. While that's baking, we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium and pick up that middle shade. And we're gonna use the Morphe M523 brush to really chisel my cheeks. It's not gonna be too chiseled, but just the perfect amount. After we're done contouring, we're going to use the Morphe M438 just to dust off that extra powder. For blush today, I am going to use the Morphe blush palette in the 9B palette, and we're going to use that maroon shade. And for the brush, we are going to use the Morphe E4 brush. Of course, this is my favorite blush brush. Now before highlight, we are going to go back in with that facial spray and spray it all over. That way my highlight really pops. And today we're going to use the Revolution Vivid Bake Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights, and we're going to use the Morphe M50, and this is a really kind of iridescent pink highlight. It's just beautiful for this look. To finish up the eyes, we're going to go back in with that maroon shade with the Real Technique brow brush, and we're going to line our eyelash line, and then we're going to blend it out with that light pink shade with the Morphe M441 brush. For lips today, we are going to use the Too Faced lipstick in the shade Nude Beach. It's a really pretty kind of like nude, but it has a little pink undertone, but not too crazy. I want it to be more natural since our eyes are a little dramatic. After lipsticks, we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, guys!